Video walkthrough on Keystone Cougar. We'll start in the back. You are pre-wired for a backup camera. Now it does not have a backup camera, but you are pre-wired for one. So if you want one, just let someone know. We can have one installed. Then it does use power from your marker lights up there. So the running lights on your tow vehicle need to be on for the camera to be on. We got plenty of storage back here. Nice and roomy. You got a receiver on the back. It's got a 300-pound limit. It's not for towing. It even says it right over there. That's for a bike rack, or if you have one of those big racks, you can put some extra coolers on or something like that. Short cord, it's your short cord. It'll be in this compartment when you receive the unit. It's 50 amp, and they're about 25-30 feet long. Do have a ladder on here, so it is a walkable roof. I do recommend going up there every once in a while and just checking to make sure the roof material is good, making sure there's no gaps in the ceiling on the roof or anything like that. Because the only way to keep your warranty on your roof is proof of regular maintenance. Right here, this is where you fill your fresh tank. If I can get my key in there. There you go. Open this. Rest your hose in there. Don't jam it in there. And turn it on. You'll fill your onboard fresh tank. Make sure you monitor its progress on the monitoring panel. Don't wait for you to hear water, because you don't want it to cause any leaks or anything like that. So when it reads full on the monitoring panel, come outside, turn your hose off, and you're good. And then to drain it is right there. Just pull that valve out. It's really quick to drain. I recommend draining it after every trip. If you have it half full and you're not planning on using it again for a few weeks, you don't want that water to sit in there. It'll get stagnant. And then right over here, that's going to be where you store your sewer hose. Now this does not come with a sewer hose. That's going to have to be a separate purchase. Got a black tank right back here. Just a black tank. The rear bathroom, it'll have a sink and a toilet. They both lead to a black tank. Sometimes some of the bathrooms will leave one sink into the gray tank, one in the black tank, but this one leads into the black tank. So I always make sure that valve's all the way closed. So it is all the way closed now before I take the cap off, because you don't want to get that all over you. Side seals, every once in a while you are going to want to inspect them, make sure they're not dry or cracked or anything like that. If you start to see them get to that way, definitely recommend taking this in and having us perform what's called a slide out maintenance. We apply a product that for your seals as well as your slide out arms. You can also buy the materials to do it yourself. We sell that here. Put over here, exhaust for your furnace. They do make screens for these. They don't recommend you run them with the screen on, but as far as like storage and transportation, it's going to keep it nice and clean, keep any debris out of there. Over there, that's going to be your main area. If you see over there, you have another gray tank valve right there. That'll be for your kitchen sink. Will be on its own gray tank. And then you should have a black and a gray. So your black and gray up here for your front bathroom. That other gray tank in the middle is for your kitchen sink. The one in the back is for your back. Excuse the interruption. Like I was saying, just make sure you clean it in here. They do make the screens for those. Like I said, I don't recommend running it with the screen on. It just restricts airflow. But it's good for keeping insects from building nests in there, or any road debris from building up in there. Water heater. Oh, silly me. We already covered that, and we did the black tank. I was talking about that. See? Me. Silly me. Come over here. The water heater. Ooh. Got your anode rod. You can see this. You can see that little rod in the middle. When 25% of this material on the outside is remaining, get you a new one of these. 1 1/16 is the socket size. I get it started by hand. Run it the rest of the way with my socket. Don't over tighten it. Tighten it so it doesn't leak, and then fill it up. As soon as it gets filled up, you'll be able to turn it on, whether gas or electric. If you are going to use electric, make sure the switch out here is also set to on. And then, other than that, definitely recommend draining it after every trip, just like your water heater. You don't want water to sit in there. It'll get stagnant. And then, before you drain it, crack your pressure. Shut off all sources of water first. Open up your pressure relief. Let all the pressure get out it'll squirt water out. Once it's done, snap it closed, then you can take your plug out. If you neglect to do that, you're going to get a bath because you haven't relieved that pressure. Other than that, make sure you clean in here and in here quite regularly. Boom. Over here, we got some more stuff over here. Got an external shower with a quick disconnect. That's going to be for that hose right there. Winterize right here, so if you have an old garden hose, you can cut the end of it off, screw it into there, stick the end of your gallon of antifreeze, stick your winterize to on, put your water heater bypass to on, turn on your pump, and instead of pumping from your fresh tank, it'll pump from that winterization outlet, inlet, and it'll suck from your gallon of antifreeze. And below that, city water, so if you go in somewhere that provides water, hook your hose up to there, you'll be able to operate off of city water pressure, you won't need your pump. Tank flush, hook it to there, you got two of them. One for one black tank, one for the back one. You can hook yours up to there, and that'll allow you to flush out your black tank. There's a little nozzle in the black tank, something about this big, that kind of sprays everything out as you're draining. Then you have your black and gray tanks for the front bathrooms. Plug, you're partially set up for solar. You have to buy all the kits in the monitoring panel for solar if you wanted solar. And then below that, satellite and cable inlet, then your battery disconnect. So let's turn the battery disconnect on, actually. Boom. That's good if you're storing it and you don't want to and you don't want to have it plugged in. If you don't have the ability to plug it in, disconnect your battery so nothing is using your battery when you're away. Because there are a few things that use battery even when you're not there. Radio memory, your LP detector is always plugged into the battery. So using that disconnect is going to disconnect the battery from everything. Then you do have this you can screw open. Run all your there's another one on the other side, but run all your hoses through up through here. If you got a cable hooked up, you can hook it up to there, hook your hose up there. That way, you don't have to have this open. All right, as you can see now, hit auto level. It's leveling. It tells you what it's doing. It's lowering the rear jacks right now. It'll do the rears. Then it'll kind of do all the adjusting. When you're doing the auto level, don't have people inside. Don't have them running around because it's going to throw the computer off for it. We'll let it auto level. We'll do our walkthrough, and then I'll come out and show you how to raise them all back up. But in case you ever forget, there's a nice, big, nice, easy readable, nice instructions printed on the side right here. So you shouldn't really ever forget. Propane tank, you got one over here, one on the opposing side, and then the switchover regulator is on the other side. You have these Furrion camera brackets. If you buy the Furrion kit, the camera goes here. And what that does is, if you have to buy the big screen, so you can have left, right, and the rear all show up at once, so you pretty much don't have any blind spots on your trailer, which is really nice. Do got a little outdoor light here, as well as two docking lights, which will do. One will do all the yellow LEDs, and then one will do that LED right there. Alright, it's done. It'll say, we missed it, but it'll say success. And then now it says level jacks down. And then when we're done with our walk, we'll raise everything back up and show you how to do that. And here, got your spare tire, got some extra storage in here, got your battery in there. Definitely recommend taking the battery out in the winter, because the winter is pretty harsh on these batteries. Here's the other side of that propane tank. This is your regulator right here. So whatever that black little bar up there is pointing to, it's going to pull from that tank first. So it's pointing to this one. It'll pull from this tank first. Once this one is emptied, it'll automatically switch to pulling from the other propane tank. However, that bar doesn't switch itself, indicating it has, so just keep that in mind. Whoop. Coming up through here, other side of that little storage compartment, that's your brain for your in command system. There really isn't anything you have to do back here. Don't tamper with it. But here you have the switches for your tank heaters. So you do have little heating pads on your tanks. Flip those on. That'll allow it to warm them up a little bit so nothing in your tanks freeze. Do have satellite and cable outlet as well as a GFCI outlet out here for a TV. Another GFCI right here. All your GFCIs are on the same circuit, so if one's going to trip, they're all going to trip, and then you go inside to reset it, and I'll show you when we go inside where that is. Fridge vents, just keep them clean, this one and that one, and every once in a while I recommend taking this off and cleaning back there as well. You do have right here another spray port, so you can take that other hose in there and put it out here. This one, oh, they both do have hot and cold. That'll be good if you got like pets or kids or something. You want to spray your feet off before they go inside because they're playing in the beach. It'll be perfect for that. Then you do have an outdoor mini fridge. Unlike your fridge inside, this one doesn't run off of propane, so it only works when you're plugged in. You do have an outdoor grill. Just fold it up like that. And then to light it, you just push in and turn. You can hear that sparker, but you have to hook the propane line up. Here's the propane line right here. And then that gets hooked to that propane quick disconnect right there. And then that little black thing is the valve for it. Alrighty then, now we're ready to go onto the inside. That's the fun part. That's where all the fun's gonna happen. Let me wipe my feet off here. Alright, first thing you notice is going to ask for a passcode. Right now the passcode is all zeros. Just hit zeros until it goes through. If you want to change it, go to your settings, go to passcode, all zeros again, You can, let's go back, hit passcode, you'd hit all zeros again, like that. Then you can hit reset, that'll reset all the settings. You can clear your passcode, you can change the passcode, and you can set a timer for when this will shut off automatically, and then you have to retype the passcode. Go back. You can read fresh, black 1, black 2, gray 1, gray 2. Remember, black 1 and gray 1 are this bathroom right here. Gray 2 is just the kitchen sink. Just the kitchen sink. And then gray, and then black 2 is the bathroom in the back. You can turn on and off your interior lights from here. Just the main ones. If you notice, like the ones in the back are still on, those LED lights are still on. You can turn on and off your water heater, gas, electric, or gas and electric, so you can run them both at once, which is nice. If you are going to run electric, make sure you do have water in it, though, and make sure that switch on the outside is on. You go to HVAC, front AC, optional, you do have a front AC, so you can turn it on. Mode, so fan mode, low, high, low or high, that's just for the fan. That won't turn the compressor on in the AC. That'll just allow it to kind of circulate some air. Hit it again. Cool. Then it'll ask fan mode auto, high or low. I recommend just leaving on auto. Auto will default to whatever you have it set to. So if you have it set to, let's see, I think these go all the way down to 55. So if you have it set to 55, once it senses it's reached 55, it'll shut off, and then it'll cycle back on and off to help regulate that set temperature. The reason I recommend just leaving it on auto, because if you just had it on high, set to 55, once that AC reaches 55 degrees, once the room has reached 55 degrees, the AC is not going to shut off, it's just going to keep running. And doing that is going to cause it to freeze up, and then it'll shut itself off. Then it won't be able to turn back on until it gets thawed out. So keep that in mind. You can also schedule start and stop times for your AC. Then you can go, well, that's running, rear AC, you can run your rear AC up back here too. To do your furnace, you have to go to rear AC. You can tap it all the way through or go to furnace. It'll ask source. Your only source of heat is gas. Then you do have fan, auto, high and low. Same thing with the furnace. Furnace goes all the way to 90, I believe. And then if you tap it again, it'll do auto. So let's say you have it set to 65. And it is 90 degrees out during the day. So your AC will run during the day to help get it to 65 degrees inside. Well, let's say it drops to 30 degrees overnight, then your furnace will automatically kick on to bring the temperature up to 65 degrees. Then you can open and close this vent right there with this, so hit open. It does take a little bit to communicate. Then you can see there it opens. As soon as it opens, it does start running automatically. And then, let's see if we go back here. This tree is shut off on me. Then if you close it, close. Oh, shoot. There you go. Hit close. It'll take a little bit, and then it'll start closing. Come on. And then, there you go. As soon as it closes, the fan will turn off automatically. So that's all the HVAC stuff. You have lights. You do bedroom light. Turn on and off your bedroom light. Turn on and off your main lights right here. Ooh. Do your awning lights too from here. And you can go to slide outs. Do all your slide outs. Do your front and rear awnings from here, which is really nice. You could also, let's see. Have these always fall off here. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. You can hook your phone up to this. And you can do most of this from your phone. Alright, then you go back. And that's pretty much it. For your slides, awnings, all that. Alright. You hit home, it'll turn it off. Right here, you're pre-wired for the FURN Wi-Fi router. You go to this website and you order this part. And you take this off, and you put your router on here. It just replaces this piece. And then you pay Fury on a monthly fee to have internet through here throughout the camper. Come through here. Bedroom. It is on a slide out. The door must stay open. Don't close your door and then try to close your slide out. You will screw up your door and your slide out. Make sure you lock your door open when you operate your slide out. Other than that, I mean, you got a carbon monoxide alarm, uses 9-volt batteries. Emergency exit, all you do is pull up the red tabs, push the window out, jump out the window. You got a spot to mount a TV here. You just got to feel for a stud. Oh, there's one right there. And power cable outlet for a TV. Plenty of storage in here. The bed does lift up. And you do have storage underneath the bed as well. Coming into the bathroom. The lights on. This is the resettable GFCI I was talking about. If any of the GFCIs were tripped, this is the outlet come and reset it at. Bathroom door, remember what I said? Make sure it's locked open when you close your slide out. Shower. Make sure this is locked like this when you travel, so it's not bopping around. And you do have hot and cold in there. Nice little sunlight. Does provide a lot of natural light, but it also helps if you're taller, you can actually stand up. Toilet, very simple. As long as you're pushing this pedal, it's going to keep flushing. And the nice thing about these toilets are they're made of porcelain, so they'll be just like your toilet at home. Bathroom door, again, the same thing. Make sure you latch it open before you travel, and then it does just slide. Nice. Latch. And then, fan here. Click it, turn the fan on. Click it, turn it off. Make sure you open it up. Definitely recommend running that if you're going to take a shower in here. Kind of vents out all the moisture. Turn the lights off in here. We'll kind of make our way back down this way. Light switches here. So one on the left will do. Ooh. Those lights, one on the right will do the middle one. You got plenty of storage in here. Dang, you got a lot of storage in here. With a light here, click on and off. You can have it set to be on auto. I don't like them on auto because it's annoying them always turning on when I walk by. Breaker box down here. All your breakers for your 120 volt appliances, all your fuses for your 12 volt appliances. You do have all 15 amp fuses. So definitely recommend carrying a box of spares just in case. Microwave over here works like your standard household microwave. It's only going to work when it's plugged in. Other than that, treat it just like your microwave at home. Cooktop, a little different than you want at home. Fold it up like that. Turn this onto the gas. Little flame symbol. Twist the sparker. And it'll light up. The gas is off now, so it won't light for us. And turn it off when you're done. You can pick them all on and then hit light. Just don't turn these on like this, walk away, and then come back to spark it because well, we can all predict what will happen there. Your stove is a little different. push this to the flame, push and hold it. As you're pushing and holding it, twist your sparker. What you're looking for is there's a pilot in there. Oops. There's a pilot in there. You want to get that pilot to light. Once it's lit, you can then turn it to whatever temperature you want. Easy. Hit that. Nice, cool lights there. I like these lights on these ovens. Fridge, super simple. Got some simple buttons, on or off. Auto or gas. You can see how it moves from that little dot is on that side, so it's on propane. Back to auto. Then you can change the temperature. Let's turn that off. I definitely recommend just running on auto. That's going to keep anything bad from happening, like your food going spoiled. It'll automatically be set to electric. If it senses power, if it were to lose power for any reason, it'll automatically switch to running off of propane. Got your radio and a TV here. That radio is a DVD player. It is not a Bluetooth DVD player. It's just a not standard definition. It is HD. It's just not a Bluetooth. A Blu-ray. Why am I saying Bluetooth? Let's get your remotes. These are your remotes here. I'm going to put them in one of those drawers over there, so they're by where you need them. But this big one is your remote for your TV. The other one is going to be your remote for your radio. This one right here. This will also act as your radio remote for your DVD player as well. So radio is super simple. You got power it on. You can select your channels through here. 1 through 6. You push and hold to save a preset. You have different zones. Hit zone 1. Turns the inside speakers off. Now they're just playing outside. Hit zone 2, zone 1 again. Now it's just the inside speakers. Now it's both. Now it's neither. Then you have pause, play, all the buttons here. Bluetooth, sync your phone to this. This will allow you to cycle through your other modes like auxiliary, USB. You do also have headphone jacks on here. Very simple to use. Fireplace, even simpler. Got a remote right here. Point it at the bottom right. So this will be on and off. This button right here will change what temperature the heat is. This button changes the color of your flame. I actually do really like the red one. And then got heat. Changes the intensity of your heat. Low, high, no heat, low, high, no heat. And then you do have a timer. You can set a timer on it. All the way from half an hour all the way to, I believe, 9 hours. Oh, nope, half hour to 8 hours. Very simple. And the nice thing about these is they're strictly electric, and they do push out a good amount of heat. So if it is not quite cold enough to run your furnace, but you'd like to have heat, this is really good for it. Over here, turns into a bed. Well, it is a bed now. Just lay these cushions down. It creates a platform. If you want it as a table, you just pop them legs in them holders, and then you do have holders on the other side of the table too. Light switch right here does these decorative LEDs. Just tap that dimmer switch. It is capacitive touch. Tap it to do the lights. Tap and hold to dim them. Mood lighting. Alright. These chairs both have heat, massage, and then you do have a light and a USB port. Light's nice. We'll come on over here. Light switch does the LEDs back there. This turns on and off the main lights in here. This is probably my favorite part about these is the double bunks. So you got a nice bunk up there, spot for a TV up there. You have cable out there, USB and power. Then over here you do have two USBs and a dual outlet over here. Here's your light switch for in here. Nice ladder to get up here. You can pivot it out like that. You could also put it in like this for storage. Like that. Those lights you just turn on and off by clicking them up there. I do think, I might be wrong. Yep, you do have some storage underneath this bed as well. It does lead to that back compartment over there. This is one of the things. These are one of my favorite Cougars. I love these back livings set up like this. And then you do have another bathroom in here with a GFCI. Here's your switch. Like I said, both the sink and the toilet lead to that back black tank. Same deal with the pedal. As long as you're pushing, it'll flush. Yeah. That's pretty much, and that's nice that you do have access from the outside, so if you just need to quickly go to the bathroom, you don't have to cut all the way through and use the one up front. Alrighty then. Well, that concludes our video tour of your Keystone Cougar. I hope you guys found this video informative. Hope you guys really enjoyed this camper. I really like it a lot. Get lots of good use out of it, and goodbye.